Welcome for this very small experiment of the frustration of most electrochemical scientists. It is a battery made from lemons and nails. So what I'll show you today is that it basically has nothing to do with the lemons, but has mainly to do with what is between the nails to create a voltage so the lemon does not work anymore. So what I'll show you today is basically some nails. I have here a copper nail and I have a nail from, say, a little bit of iron, sometimes zinc, and I'll put it instead of a lemon, I'll put it in potato. And I would like to measure the voltage. So here I have a simple voltmeter. I'll switch it on. You see it's 0 volt, and then I place the electrodes of the metals, of the nails, to the potato. And what you see, there is a voltage. So also the potato gives you a voltage. And you can do this also with, for instance, a berry. So what I'll do, I put the similar copper nail in the blueberry and another metal in the blueberry, and again I will measure the voltage. And you see, again, there is a voltage created. And of course it's not only a berry, you can even use this big melon. So to prove you that, I'll put a nail in a melon, in this big one here. And again you see there is a voltage. So what I showed you here is that using a lemon is not really necessary. You can use tomatoes, blueberries, or even these melons or pompoons, whatever you like to call it. So it doesn't really matter what is basically in between these two nails. And to show you that it really works, I have some cucumbers. That's here. I'll cut some pieces of cucumbers. Three parts. I also take some metals, basically the same kind of metals as I showed you here, but in order to make sure that there is more surface area, I put this in the cucumber. I take 3 parts. And some of them I will put in series. So what I'll do, I'll connect some of them from one side to the other, similar as what you would have done if you would like to have a serial system with various batteries, and I already showed you that such a system could be a battery. So this is what you see, and now I again try to measure the voltage. And now you see the voltage is quite high. So that means if you put these cells in series, the voltage is being increased. That means we can also use this battery to light, for instance, a simple, small light emitting diode. So that is what I tried to show you here. So let's see. We put this one here, and the other one there, and you see there is light. So that means even with such a cucumber and a couple of metals, it is possible to generate electricity. But again, It had nothing to do with the lemons. As I said, you can even use, and I have some more examples, you can even use alcohol-free beer. Of course, I have to show you that, alcohol-free beer. You can use simple mineral water. Or milk. So what I'll do further, I connect again the electrodes to the voltmeter. And I put it here in alcohol-free beer, and you see there is a voltage. I can also put it in mineral water, and again you see there is a voltage. Or even in milk, you see there is a voltage. You can also use tap water if you want, so what you see, there is absolutely no necessity to use these big lemons. If you would like to show that the battery works, you can better take the small berries. That saves you a lot of space. And according to what we would like to have in the future is berries which are smaller and smaller and smaller. So better use the berries rather than the lemons.